What's going on, fam? Just some little thought I had, and experimenting with bringing back video journals, little quips, little thoughts. Might reboot the YouTube channel or just add it to my Twitter content. But anyways, most people psychologically typically reside in the realm of narrative, principle, and feeling. So general, broad, sweeping, halfway subconscious, just kind of letting the undertone of the psychology do their thing. That lets them be relaxed, right? And then there's two kinds of people after that, where they either go to the logical state, the analytical, hyper-aware state as is needed when it's time, when something makes them think, or there's people that just can't go there at all, and it's all based around the narrative, and their emotions in their head, the stories and the overarching worldview. No pragmatic, specifically present, algebraically based logic processing of the exact moment. So, keeping that in mind, it's also important to understand that the logic base, the logical, cognitive kind of information processing is cognitively demanding, and it also elevates the nervous system. It also can destabilize narratives very quickly and very easily in the mind, which is to say, thinking freaks people out if they're not used to it, or if they're not trained and have practice in feeling comfortable and destabilized in thinking. And overall, it's just a general, I'm not familiar with this. So this is leading up to my point of, as a prerequisite statement, let me say that I live in the logic realm at a high. I'm always analyzing I'm always thinking. I process algebraically most of the time. This isn't to say that I'm fucking smart or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is that I'm obsessed with analyzing and thinking, right? And you pay a price for that. It's stressful. The logical mind is, you pay a price for it. So, like I said, it elevates your nervous system, elevates stress levels. And so I live there. It's just easy, and I'm used to it, right? And it's easy peasy for me to reach. So when you have these logic, when you're using like the analytical, penetrating logic forms to understand things, and that's just kind of how you see the world at that deeper level. That's kind of your default state, which is my case. It becomes very easy for basic commentary, normal casual conversation to be at that deeper level of analysis, which basically nobody resides at. And so I find myself having to constantly leash myself, because basically what I'll do is I will just casually mention something that takes the conversation, and therefore the person's mind tries to process it, and it takes them out of the present instinctual narrative-based thinking into the logical state. And if they're not a quick systems formulator, it basically just presents their brain with information that they cannot fucking understand, and it makes what I call human loading screen face, where like they kind of glaze over and they look a little uncomfortable, or their face becomes blank, because it's like their brain has to like shut down for a second and try to process this information. And so it's just a funny observation that I make. Like, an example, what inspired me to make this video was, I was talking to my mom, bullshitting or whatever, and I just made a casual comment of like, Mom, what I definitely inherited quite a bit of things from you, and definitely one of them is the serotonin deficiency. I should probably be on meds, and it's just like it's like a normal fucking morning, and I'm just like, I'm making like like these kind of dark, but it's like, that's the other thing too, is, you know, me personally, I'm not afraid of like things that are a little bit a little uncomfortable to think about. Like I said, I just live there, so but I could just feel like the mood drop, and it like pulls my mom out of the present and shit like that. Like, I'll do shit like that. It's just like commentary, just like, and also because I'm a chronic problem solver and try to understand the unknown person, like I'm an addict with it. We'll be talking about something, and it's just casual conversation, or it's entry level kind of like discussion, and then again I take it to that like deeper layer that people don't like to be at, and it just makes them fucking uncomfortable, and I find it hilarious, and I say I find it hilarious, but I actually feel really bad because I don't like to make people feel uncomfortable, and I know that for the sake of efficacy, you know, managing your relations, or just trying to make sure that you know, doing your fair due diligence of maintaining likability, or you know, being diplomatic in day-to-day life and staying likable and all that stuff, and also me just wanting to always make sure everyone's happy. It can add a little hiccup to the vibe, and I just think it's funny. But when that's it. It's just fucking silly. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I just explained it. I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna end the video here. All right, later.